While at Stanford, Tara Kirk won 11 NCAA titles in record-breaking times, becoming the first swimmer in NCAA history to win a breaststroke event for 4 consecutive years in the 100-yard distance. She held American records in 7 different events while at Stanford, including the American record in the 100-yard breaststroke for 10 years. And Kirk was also undefeated in all 35 of her college races in the 100 breaststroke. During her senior year, Kirk set a world record in the 100-meter breaststroke, captured the Honda Award, which is presented to the nation's most outstanding collegiate women's athlete for swimming and diving, was named the NCAA Swimmer of the Year, and received the Honda Broderick Cup, which is presented to the best collegiate female athlete in the nation. She has won 15 medals in international competition, including a silver medal in the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens. Wow. Tim Edmonds, Avery Aquatic Center Director, and Tara Kirksell, please join me on stage.
Wow, what an honor. I've found that Stanford athletes are a real pleasure to coach, almost all the time. These are also athletes that are a real privilege to coach. But beyond that, there are a select elite few who are a true honor to coach. And this inductee is all 3. It was easy to see how special Tara was from the moment I picked her up at SFO for her recruiting trip. She was so quiet, and she has that radiant smile. Through countless hours of training as a varsity athlete and as a postgraduate athlete here at Stanford, she was not as quiet then. And beyond that, through many years as next-door neighbors, as we shared the ups and downs of our different stages of life, a lot of both sweet and bittersweet memories are shared. Both in and out of the water, Tara is exceptionally special. But in the water, Tara is simply amazing. To see her swim, to watch her train, and see her race is an opportunity to witness a kind of beautiful fierceness, which is at the same time both ruthless and full of brilliance and grace. It's amazing. Of course, Tara didn't achieve all of that on her own. She had amazing teammates who pushed her, and she had wonderful and caring coaching from Gabe Majurkovich in Washington. And here at Stanford, she had Ross Gary, Jason Turcott, Lee and Eric Maurer, who are right here, and myself, but most of all, Richard Quick, who is absolutely smiling down on all of us as I say this. A great story about Tara and Richard. During one afternoon workout, we were doing a lot of fast, quality swimming in a 25-meter course. And I was getting times for Tara on some best effort 50s breaststroke. And I commented to Richard that I believed that Tara had just equaled the American record on one of her 50s. And Richard, who simply would not believe my watch, or really any watch that wasn't his own, insisted that Tara cool down a little bit, try it again, but with him timing. She did. And Richard did his whole body time stopwatch thing that he would do. He cheered and yelled. Tara touched the wall, and Richard was right. My time was wrong. Tara was indeed faster than the American record on that second swim. An honor indeed. A very special athlete and a very special person, Tara Kirk.
thank you so much, Tim. So he mentioned that he picked me up on my recruiting trip here, and then he didn't mention that he actually officiated at my wedding to my husband, Greg Sell. So thank you, Tim. Huge moments in my life. And actually, those two moments really are examples of those pivotal moments in your life when, if you choose one way, your life is going to be completely different than if you choose the other way. And so, thinking about my decision to come to Stanford and all those choices and visiting colleges, that's such an important choice to be left up to a 17-year-old with a history of maybe questionable decision-making. So, but Stanford made it easy. It's the best academically, it's the best athletically, and of course I had the best coach with Richard Quick. Stanford really, I don't think I actually appreciated this at the time, but Stanford, looking back, gave me the opportunity to be world-class in my sport, but then to go on and to retire from my sport and do something completely different, but have the skills and sort of academic background to excel in a different career, which I think, you're not going to be an athlete for the rest of your life. So I'm certainly thankful for that. But swimming, I think actually every sport, and we've already mentioned this several times tonight, it might be individual, but you're not on the blocks alone. I have to thank my parents, Jeff and Margaret, and as a new parent myself, I have to say that I'm not sure that I want my son to become a swimmer, because those 4 a.m. practices, driving a kid to them, pretty brutal. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of that. I also have to say my little sister Dana is here with her husband, and she came and she was a Stanford athlete as well, and we shared our Stanford experience and our Olympic experience together, and that was really special. My coaches, we already mentioned them, but I have to say, some of them are here, and I have to say thank you so much to Lee and Eric and Tim, and the ones that weren't here as well certainly had a huge mark on making me the athlete I was, believing in me, and pushing me to be tough about some things. And then my teammates who formed lifelong friendships. And finally, I have to say, I have to thank John Arriaga, who was my scholarship donor, and all the other donors to the Buck Cardinal Club, and the staff at the athletic department who make the athletic department the envy of all others. So in closing, I just want to end by saying I'm truly humbled to receive such a great honor and such great company. Stanford has been such a wonderful place for me, full of amazing people, and has been a very special place for my family as well. And so I'm honored to become a part of Stanford history. Thank you so much.